Hi, welcome to another dancewear training video. In this session, we'll discuss stoning, or how to add stones to an item. These are the few items you need to complete this task. We'll go into more detail about them later. You will also need a mannequin in order to place your clothes while stoning. Be sure to use this mannequin every time, as it is already damaged from glue and we do not want to continue to damage further mannequins. If you can't find it, check the top of the mannequin. It's gonna have an X. That'll be a good way to be sure this is the correct mannequin. So you're gonna have your crystals, your stones, your rhinestones. This is what you'll be adding. Your syringe to control the amount of glue you use. I'll be creating a separate video for how to use the syringe because this is the incorrect size for this project. Your sticky tacks to help pick up your crystals, and some type of item for picking it up. Today we have a crochet hook. So before you open any glue and prep your area, you want to go ahead and dress your mannequin. This being, the glue can get a little messy and it does dry quick. You just want to make sure that no clothes are bunching or overlapping because this glue can seep through the fabric. So here we're going to take our sticky tack and place it on the end of our crochet pin. This is going to allow us to pick up the stones and place them on the glue. I'm going to go over a few mistakes at the end of the video that people commonly make, but I'm going to go over this one now since it happens quite a bit. So let's start with a common mistake that many people make, and that's adding a little bit too much glue. The size of the stone that we're using does not require this amount of glue, and you will notice that once we place the stone onto the glue. So as you can see, it's a little bit much, but if this happens to you, no worries. This glue dries clear and it's okay. Just leave the stone there. Now I'm going to show you a correct way to place this stone. Just want about that much glue, and you're going to spin it around to make sure that none of the glue drags, so you do not create a line when you pull your glue away. You're going to grab your stone. You're gonna tap it. You're not gonna really push down because you don't want it to get stuck on your pin when you're trying to transfer it to the glue. That usually ends up in a messy tug of war, but I'll show that to you later on in the video. I'll show you again. Place about that much glue for this size stone. That's just the right amount. Close your glue always because it does dry fast and it will ooze out. So always close your glue afterwards. Grab a stone, place it on there, and there's gonna be a little bit of overlay. That's okay. That's actually okay. You just don't want a lot. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna take our glue, add a drop. That's just the right amount for this size stone. Spin it around because you don't want to drag it. Put your top on because you don't want it oozing out. And you're gonna tap your stone. You're not gonna press down on it. You're gonna barely touch it because you don't want it stuck to your stick. You want it to stick to the glue. Perfect. That is the perfect amount. That's perfect right there. That looks great. Don't mess with it too much because the glue can spread. And you don't have to push down because this glue is automatically settling and it will settle on its own. So if you look here, you can see where we added too much glue, and then you can notice the spaces where we add just the right amount of glue. Right here, that's just the right amount. So we already discussed common mistake number 1, which is too much glue. Let's go into common mistake number 2, which is pressing down on your stone too hard when you're trying to transfer it to the glue. So as you see, I'm gonna press down really hard on this stone, and then I'm gonna try to put it on my glue, and it's not going to stick. I'll eventually get it to stick after messing with it and, you know, separating it from my stick. But like I said, this results in a messy tug of war. Glue kind of spreads, and you don't want that. Common mistake number 3, letting the glue set too long before adding the stone. This may happen because you're, you know, getting a hang of it and you want to add multiple stones at a time, but you don't want to let the glue sit too long because it's self-leveling, and once again it does dry fast, so you end up with like a lump of glue, a stone on top of a lump of glue. So we waited a while and came back to place this stone, and I'm going to show you a picture of how it came out. So common mistake number 4 is this, the infamous line of glue. No worries, this can be fixed. I'll show you how in a second. When this happens, you want to go ahead and place your stone and let it dry for a little bit. Once it has dried a little bit, you want to come back and peel that excess glue. If when you come back to peel the glue, it's still a little wet, just wait a little bit. It's not ready. You might need to let it harden a little more so that the peeling can be a lot easier. So now that we waited a little bit longer, the glue has dried more and we can easily pull it from the fabric. With this extra glue, you may need to get a towel or some type of brush and brush it off so you don't damage your fabric. Okay, so mistake number next, which I think is number 5, is using too little glue. If you end up using too little glue, your stone will not stick even after it dries. So here we're going to place our stone on the small amount of glue and then let it dry. When I come back to try to peel it off, it takes a while, but it does peel off. This glue is pretty strong, but if you don't use enough, it just doesn't stick. So this is how it would stick if you have enough glue. It don't come off. It does not move. So you always want to be sure you use enough amount of glue or the stones will just fall off when it dries. So with all that being said, the main thing to do is to keep practicing, keep trying, and you'll get better. Even with me intentionally messing up this piece over and over for the purpose of this video, it's still not an unsellable piece. Will it go on the discount rack? Probably so. Or used as an ambassador photo shoot. But, you know, just keep trying and you'll get better. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if this video has helped you.